Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Sonic Generations Let's Play, kind of half Let's Play. If you were here for the last episode, you learned that I cannot make a new game without erasing my old one, so I'm just going through, playing the levels with different music, which is fun as heck. I have them all saved on different musics anyway, so let's go ahead and play Sky Sanctuary Zone Act 1, which is, I have set to one of my favorite possible music and level combinations. I'm waiting for it to to jump in. Yeah. Woo! It is the Palm Tree Panic music, and not just the Palm Tree. Oh, and I died. Whoa. Okay. that was bad. It is the Palm Tree Panic music from the English version, I believe, which is still good. Sonic CD, that's what the song is from, had one of the best Sonic soundtracks, looking back. I think parts of it come off really weird, I think, and kind of creepy, especially that game over theme with like the evil laughing and shit. That's weird. But for the most part, it was a really beautiful, enjoyable soundtrack. The English and the Japanese version, which I feel like it's one of the few Sonic games that has different soundtracks for different areas, but both of them were excellently handled. I've been playing Sonic CD on an iPad recently. Melbo Room Cosplay, who I will probably do Let's Plays with in the future, I'm sure, inherited an iPad recently, and one of the first things I did was put Sonic CD on it, because it runs really well, surprisingly, and it's one of those Christian Whitehead, rebids, which is just excellent. The guy's good, which brings me back to Sonic Mania, which is kind of somewhat where I left off on the last one. I figured, there's no way I'm going to be doing Sonic Let's Plays and not just kind of talking about Sonic, and what's going on with Sonic right now. And to kind of pace myself, I'm going to just try and talk about one game at a time. And so I'm going to try and talk about Mania for the most part, especially while I'm on those classic stages. Wow, this is like running a lot worse with Supersonic on it. It just feels awkward. Here we go. Oh boy, that funky spin dash, kind of defunct spin dash that kind of messes you up from time to time. See, the physics are not perfect in Sonic Generations. The classic physics, totally not perfect, but they're better than the Sonic 4 physics. They make a lot more sense. They're a lot more like the Genesis ones. It's just momentum sometimes just isn't because that's, you saw exactly what I did. I did it again just there. In the classic games, you totally, oh god. In the classic games, you have that option to do a little spin dash, and it's like an immediate getaway and an immediate decimation of an enemy. Sometimes you need that. Like you're put, when you're running really fast, when you're flying through the level so quickly, you're gonna get thrown in front of an enemy or thrown in front of a wall of spikes or something, and you're gonna need to have that little boost. But in this game, it doesn't work like that. It's the longer you hold it in, the more you go, which is, damn it, which is pain. I need to focus because talking is really cramping my ability to play the game. Okay, all right. In this game, yeah, it's the longer you hold it, the more, the further you go and the faster you go. So sometimes when you just kind of hit it, expecting that initial boost of speed, you kind of just get a little nothing like that, which can still kill an enemy, which is better than nothing, but it's totally not. It's just a different purpose, and it's such a subtle thing that, in my opinion, makes such a huge difference to the way classic Sonic plays, because you're gonna get stopped. Your momentum is gonna end. You need that boost to kind of get back at it. But for the most part, classic Sonic handles really well in this game. And I trust that classic Sonic will handle really well in Sonic Mania too. Again, with that Christian Whitehead development whole thing, I think is pretty brilliant. and just a damn good move by Sega. I feel like it's kind of humble too, because they're kind of acknowledging, all right, we've made many mistakes, to the point where this indie developer who has totally proved himself making these versions of the game for us, these mobile versions of the game for us, has totally proved himself and his ability. He's made these games better. He's got a huge passion for it, a huge skill. That we're just gonna put him in charge of a game. I think that's incredibly dope. That is the way to do it. 150%. Indie developers know what's up, and Sonic has one of the most active fan bases of any game series. Regardless of how completely split it is, and how crazy it is, and just like the insanity that goes on within Sonic fandom, the meminess of it that that so many despise and so many love. Despite all of that, it's one of the most active gaming fan bases, and that really shows itself with indie developers. People like Christian Whitehead, but people who were like Christian Whitehead maybe 5-10 years ago, who are now making like Sonic fan games in the Unreal Engine that look and just sound and feel incredible. It's the fact that there are so many Sonic fan games made all the time. It's kind of a dope thing. The Sonic fan base is always hungry for more Sonic, myself included. Even games that I know are bad, I will want to pick up because it is a Sonic game. It's weird how it works. It's because I like to believe I have very developed opinions on Sonic, what I think is good and what I don't think is good and why, but I still find myself just drawn to things that are Sonic, even if I know they're shitty, and I've played them and they're shitty, and I still just kind of want to give it another go. Like Sonic and the Secret Rings, a game that I debated playing today, and a game that I would have thought might have been in Sonic Generations or Sonic Generations 2. I initially thought that Sonic Forces, of course, was going to be a Sonic Generations 2, but I'm going to talk about Forces later. I'm trying to stay on Mania for now. I kind of ragged on Sega and Sonic Team last episode a good bit about using and reusing stages for like a nostalgic tie-in, and while that is true, I'm not taking back anything that I said. While all that's true, it's for the most part, I really do believe that Sega and Sonic Team are doing a good job at this point in time with Sonic's marketing, with whatever they're doing in the game world. I think that they've got a good head on their shoulders because they were mostly, they caught a lot of flack in the mid 2000s. And after the whole Boom fiasco, I never get that guy. I don't know why I got him now. After the whole Boom fiasco, I think that they really just are cracking down, at least for a time. They're cracking down on trying to make not shitty games. And I think that that's, affecting why they're using nostalgic tie-ins so much. But I think it's better than having shitty games. I really do. I would rather... Like I said, I'd rather play a game with original concepts and original levels. But I would much rather, even more than that, I would rather play a game that's good. A game that I can be proud of, Sonic, and I can show my friends and be like, yo, this Sonic game was actually pretty legit. It was actually pretty dope. I have friends that obviously are like huge Sonic fans like myself. Peeps that I want to get to play these games with me. But we're on a boss. But let's see what the music is. And we'll just do the same music for the bosses. It's fine. I like all of them. But a lot of my friends, they're not heavily into Sonic. They might admire Sonic. They might understand why I like Sonic and have played them and enjoyed them, but it's still not nowhere near the degree to which I put Sonic in my life, yeah, unfortunately. But also fortunately, because I do love Sonic. It makes me happy. When I was deciding on what to play, my only criteria for today was that it was a Sonic game. Not sure why, but I kind of just decided, you know, I'm not gonna try and do. I'm not gonna try and meet anyone's let's play desires but mine. I'm gonna just play only what I want to play, and maybe if I have a friend on the show, we'll play what they want to play for the day, or maybe I'll make them play what I want to play. So you might see a lot of Sonic, you might see whatever the hell I feel like doing. But yeah, not only do I think that getting Christian Whitehead and, you know, whatever other indie developers, I wish I knew more of their names, more about them. I think that getting an indie team on board was just smart as heck. And I hit this button way too soon. Let's see if it still counts at all. Nah. Oh. Yeah. Alright, there's one. This takes like a slight degree of concentration. I really love what they did with this boss. Oh, damn. Last time I did this, I destroyed it, and right now I'm like struggling to remember how I did that. Yeah. No. Can't get up there? No, that's okay. That's fine. I didn't want to get up there. Not that time. Let's try this one again. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was saying that it's a brave thing for them to do, because it's also kind of them admitting that they have made mistakes. And that maybe there's someone out there right now who is more qualified to make a Sonic game than Sonic Team. Again, I think that's admirable. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, no! God damn it! Why is that a thing? Why can I do that? Why can I jump over it when I have such a small window of time to be jumping on it? I hate this. I'm struggling right now. All right, this is it. Can I get up there? No, I can't. I can't fucking get up there. It's like I really have to do it at a very specific place, or I'm gonna just keep getting hit. This is embarrassing. Okay. Woo! That wasn't so bad. In the end, it could have been worse. Yeah, this boss also makes an appearance in. But like, sometimes boss rehashes are cool when they kind of bring something totally different to the table. This one again was sort of a tribute, but for the most part, I don't want these things to just become every game, because then I'm going to be buying the same game and playing the same game every time. You know, I want new reasons to continue to love Sonic, not rehashed ideas, you know? Guys, I totally forgot about the Metal Sonic mini-boss here, the rival battle, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I just decided I'm just gonna record that, tack it onto the end of this episode, and then next time we will be starting in the Dreamcast era, because I don't want to have to come back to it. Yeah, this is good. This is a pretty dope rival battle too. I don't know if it's better than the Shadow one. I kind of think the Shadow one is the best rival battle in the game, but this might be the second best. I try not to think about Silver too much. Not because I outright hate Silver as a character. I just don't really care for the rival battle. Don't really care for him. Don't really care for the one game he's from and any of the cameos that he's made. But hey, Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is also a thing that's just coming back all the time, and I get it. I think Metal Sonic is dope. But there's definitely more that they can do with him besides just have him be the same old thing every time. I love this skid across the ground. I thought that was just extremely epic when it happened the first time. Just like super cinematic to watch him just like slide across the ground and like metal screeching and Sonic running past. It's dope. It's really dope. And he just slams down. You're like, dang. Sonic must have hit extremely hard. This little chibi classic Sonic. Yeah, boy. Look at this. Because Sonic CD. This is such a beautiful stage, and it was in the original Sonic CD. It feels very similar. And that was it. He's coming back. That wasn't it. I was wrong. Nah, I know there's more. This is kind of funny, you know, it's like, it takes a certain degree of concentration, but it's not like a difficult boss by any means. The Death Egg, damn it, the Death Egg was harder. I know it was probably supposed to be, but even in Sonic CD, this was just kind of a weird, not super difficult moment. There we go. And this is the dopest part. Bam! Yeah, that was legit. And I love the way they did Metal Sonic's little reflection, or his little metal being all reflecty and shiny. It looks really metallic and dope. And there we go. So that was that rival battle. I didn't want to miss it. Next time, we'll be going to the Dreamcast era. Even though one of the levels is not from a Dreamcast game, it's still mostly considered the Dreamcast era. Gonna be starting out with Speed Highway, so I will see you next time. Thank you again.